Book 237, The Magic Key, The Vacuum Haircut. Biff and Chip were in the kitchen trying to give Floppy a haircut. Chip held Mum's scissors, while Biff tried to suck up the loose yellow fur with the vacuum cleaner. Floppy barked and ran away, making a huge mess of fur all over the floor. Suddenly, the magic key began to glow. Biff grabbed Floppy, and they were swept away. They landed in a bright garage workshop in California. The walls were covered with mirrors and posters of hairstyles. A man in overalls was standing next to a weird machine made of tubes, blades, and a vacuum hose. The man was Rick Huntz, and he was working on a new invention. "Hello there," said Rick. "I am trying to build the Flowbee. It is a hair cutter that attaches directly to a vacuum cleaner to make no mess." Rick's friend, a young actor named George Clooney, was sitting in a chair. George had thick, messy hair. "I offered to be his first test model," laughed George, "but we can't get the suction right." Rick turned on the vacuum. The machine made a loud whirring sound. George sat back. But as Rick brought the nozzle close to George's head, the blades got stuck in a thick tangle of hair. "Ouch!" gasped George. The vacuum hose shook, and the motor began to overheat. Rick tried to turn it off, but the power switch was jammed tight.
"The motor is going to blow!" cried Rick. Floppy barked loudly, and Biff's friend, Wilf, who had traveled with them, noticed a block of wax on the workbench. And Wilf knew that wax could lubricate the plastic parts, and he quickly grabbed the wax block and rubbed it onto the stuck guide comb near the blade. With the wax lubrication, the guide comb slid smoothly, and the tangle of hair was instantly cut away. Rick was finally able to pull the plug and turn off the machine. George Clooney looked in the mirror. One side of his hair was perfectly trimmed, but the other side was still long and messy. "It works, but it needs a smoother guide," laughed George. And Biff suggested adding adjustable plastic spacers to keep the blades at a safe, even distance from the head. Rick's eyes lit up. "And what a brilliant idea!" he exclaimed. Rick quickly attached a plastic spacer and tried it on the other side of George's hair. This time, the machine cut perfectly and sucked up every single hair. George looked in the mirror and smiled. "This is fantastic, and I will use this to cut my own hair forever." Suddenly, Biff's pocket began to glow bright red, and the magic key was glowing. They waved goodbye to Rick and George as the magic took them back home to their messy kitchen. Next time, let's leave the haircuts to the pros, laughed Chip.